Hello Virgo, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. How you doing, Virgo? Thank you so much for showing up here. Look, what we've been doing this week is we're going to be just doing tarot. We're going to be doing a 9-card spread. Let's find out what's going on for you, Virgo. Thanks for showing up here. If you are my ride or die, Virgo, and you keep showing up here, I appreciate you so much. And if you're brand new and you want to join this tribe, just hit that subscription button, because this is a beautiful tribe. I mean, if you stay, it's not necessarily going to be because of me. It's like all the people in the comments are lovely. So you're safe to make some connections here. All right. Let's find out what's going on. Oh, and at the end of this video, I will tell you about the extension, where to find that, and about private reads if you're interested. Let's find out about you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I'm always reading for the week ahead, Virgo. So whether you get this today, tomorrow, or next year, it could resonate with you. That means stuff in the archives might be resonating with you right now if they didn't before. Tell me about Virgo. We've got the 6 of Wands. We've got the Fool. All right. We've got the 8 of Swords. Oh, but you're hesitating here. It really does feel like there is there's a moment here coming where you're going to get a lot of attention. And it feels like it could be either in business or maybe from people, like a group of people, people that you know, people that you don't know, or maybe a lot of business is coming in for you, like if you have your own business. But it feels like you're about to get a lot of attention here. Let's find out what else is going on. We've got the 5 of Cups. You don't like attention. You are the watcher after all, right? You're the person who goes to the party, and unless you got some wildfire in the rising and the moon, you're the watcher, right? Tell me about the 5 of Cups. Okay, center of the reading. We have holding on to things, or possibly feeling a little bit burnt out here. You might be just pulling your energy back. I feel like you're feeling emotionally burnt out, Virgo. Tell me what else is going on for Virgo. We've got the Ace of Swords, but I want to say that I feel like you're feeling emotionally exhausted or burnt out, but it feels like there's relief that's coming here. You're going to be making sense of it. I feel like you're supposed to be in this place of apathy. Like, I feel like the comfort zone is a place of, yeah, I'm stable in my emotions, but I'm thinking over a lot of things. This particular depiction, they're all different, right? This particular one is, this person looks so bored. Look, so bored. They're looking at this. I don't even know what that thing is. If you know what this thing is, tell me in the comments. What is that thing? What is that? It looks like a compass maybe, or something like that. But I feel as though there is, we've got a cup up on the shelf. And so it feels like this person's got their hand around their face. So it's like I'm hiding from it. I don't really want to deal with anything right now. That's what it feels like here. And then we have Justice. Okay, that's good. That's good energy. We'll put one here and one here. We'll talk about these later. We've got the 2 of Cups and the 9 of Swords. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. So it feels like things are going to switch. They're going to switch up. They're going to flip. But it feels like the flip is coming, I'm going to say. But at first it feels like you have to go through some sort of energy of pulling back, feeling burnt out. You know what it is? I feel like it feels like there is a door that opened for you, like maybe a new chapter in your life has begun. Maybe you've got a new job, or it almost feels like somebody who's like got the job, the kids, the house, the car. Like you've got all the stuff going on, and it feels like you're getting exhausted from it. So you may have begun a new job, and or maybe you have a new expense, like maybe you have a new car, but it feels like a new door opened, and it was really exciting, and so you took the leap, and it feels like because you took the leap, you got a lot of attention. If you got the new car, people are like, ooh, ah, right? If you got the new house, people are like, ooh, ah. But it feels like it could be a business that you opened. It feels like something that really thrilled you or excited you to take a leap of faith, and you did. But now with the 8 of Swords here, you're like, oh, why did I do that? Why did I do it so quickly? Why didn't I look at, more details before I took the leap of faith? Because I feel like although you've got what you want, now it's like the bloom's off the rose and you're exhausted. It feels like there's too much. It's all of the things is what it feels like is coming all at once. And I think this is a surprise to you, that maybe you're not exactly as happy as you thought that you would be. This is the Page of Cups, right? And the Ten of Swords. That you're like, I didn't think that I was going to feel this badly. The Eight of Swords is being caught in the mind, right? So it's a place, it's a prison of the mind. And so I feel like now it's almost like you're having a bit of buyer's remorse. Like maybe you bought it and it gave you status, or it made you feel better because you work hard for the things that you want. But I feel like now you're like, now I'm going to have 30 years worth of payments, or now I'm going to be stuck to this obligation that I have now for 5 years or 6 years. The Six of Wands tells me that you get a lot of attention for it, but it also feels like if it is a purchase that you made, like, you know, a car, an expensive car, or something you've always wanted, maybe it's a Birkin. Maybe it's a car, maybe it's a beautiful dress, or maybe you got your hair done or your nails done or whatever it is. It feels like you felt like you deserved it because you had just come out of a really hard time. So because the Six of Wands is here, it feels like you came out of this, you know, this is Six of Wands is about coming back from the fight, coming back from the war. So something you really fought for. And it feels like you finally get the attention that you were seeking because you really fought for it. And then you take the leap of faith, but then it's a little bit of buyer's remorse because the Eight of Swords is here. And now I'm up in my head overthinking it like, oh God, what did I just do? And so I don't think that you're like, oh God, I should give it back. I don't think you're doing that. But I think it's like, oh man, now I really got to get out there and work. So I really think that this energy is telling me with the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups and the Ten of Wands, this energy here is telling me that you start to have some regrets because now you're starting to get burnt out. And it feels like you have, like, whatever this is, like it's books, but maybe it's bills that are piling up. Maybe it's worries that you have. It feels like you pull back your energy, or you're really sort of, you thought that it would be a lot more exciting. And it's not as exciting as you thought it would be because now you've got the worry of how do I pay it back, or how do I give that back to them? It feels like you have the worry of I got to work extra hard. So it does feel like a little bit of emotional burnout, I'm going to say. Five of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Ten of Wands, Elsie. Okay, sorry. My brain's moving faster than my tongue can. Or vice versa. So the Five of Cups, it does feel like you thought you were going to love it. The two cups are behind this person in the tree. But it feels like what you're focused on is what you've lost. So maybe now you're more focused on, now I've got to work harder. Now I've got to take on more shifts. So whatever the scenario is, it feels like close up, this thing is not exactly... I think it's worth it, to be honest, but I think that you didn't realize that you'd have to work this hard. And I feel like you're coming to a place of burnout, but I don't think that lasts too long. I think that you're kind of surprised that you get to this place of burnout really quickly, and you're like, should I just release it? Should I just like sell the car? Should I renegotiate the mortgage? Like, it feels like it's something here that has to do with your stability, or how people see you, your confidence, your reputation. And so I feel like you made a purchase based on that, but I feel like it's something that you're really overthinking now, is what it is. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Let's talk about that. What is this Eight of Swords, please? Tell me about the Eight of Swords for Virgo. We've got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's really shaken the foundation is what's happening here. It's shaken the foundation. And you know what happens, Virgo? When you start to do really good for yourself and things are going really well for yourself, the people who can't have what you have, they start like, Virgo thinks they're better than me. Right? Virgo thinks because their life is going great, or because they got the new car, or they got the promotion, or the raise, they think they're better than me. Three of Pentacles is in the reverse. So I feel like it shakes your foundation a little bit, but also it might shake some of your friendships. I'm just going to say it might be a little bit of a shakedown from the people that you know. And so, you know, they're like, you're like, look at my new car. Like, maybe it's the first new car you've ever had, right? And they're like, yeah, it's nice. Come on in. And sometimes that happens and you're wondering why. Things are not as they seem. Why are people acting so weird around me? Why are people acting weird? When you're strange. That's what I'm hearing the song, When You're Strange. Who sang that? Is that the Doors? People are strange. Yeah. The 10 of Cups. It could be family that's doing this. You know, the thing is I think that you did it for yourself because you felt like you deserved it, and you really should because you work hard. But I feel like it's somebody who's trying to, it's like you're up in your head because of the way people are treating you about it. So this could be a new job that you got. Maybe you got the job, like that's what it could be too, right? Yeah, Charlie is saying like, you know, you got the job. You were picked from all of your friends for the promotion and now people are treating you differently. It feels like maybe it's not even a purchase. Maybe it's a promotion that you got. And now the people that you usually would sit at with lunch, they're just ignoring you. They just don't even want to talk to you anymore. So it feels like with the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, something has rocked the foundation and you don't know what it is. Things are not as they seem because you thought everything was fine. But it feels like this is your family or people that you know that are close to you. It could be the workplace. Let's find out what's weighing you down here. Because we got you in a little bit of emotional burnout here, Virgo. Tell me what this is. Tell me about the 10 of Wands, please, for Virgo. Tell me about the 10 of Wands for Virgo. We've got the Queen of Cups. We've got the Page of Swords. And we've got the Knight of Cups. So it definitely is emotional burnout. Look at this. Bottom of the deck is the Emperor. I think that you're taking it all on. I feel like you're doing it all by yourself. And I think that what is surprising here with the Page of Cups, what's surprising is that you thought that when you got to be the Emperor, so maybe you were promoted, but you were put in a position of power, and you're the one that has to keep the boat floating, right? So maybe you're the captain of the ship, or, you know, maybe you're the vice president now, and before you were the manager or the middle manager. It feels like it was, you know, now it's all on your shoulders, and you have to remain in control. You have to remain stoic, in control, figuring out how to keep, you know, the empire running. And I feel like what shocks you about that is that it's really making you emotionally depleted, because we do have the Queen of Cups, right? You can see her pouring out the cup and she doesn't look all that happy. So it's like, I feel like this is like the job that you were always wanting, or the car that you were always wanting, or the neighborhood you wanted to move into that you were always wanting. It's something that you've always wanted here. And once you get up close, it's not exactly what you thought it would be. It feels like you're like, can I give it back? No one gives these backsies, right? It feels like, can I give it back? So it feels like you're feeling super emotionally depleted and everybody's watching. It feels like everybody's watching. Everybody's observing you because you're the Emperor, right? They're waiting for you to slip up so they can put their finger in your face and say, aha, you don't know what's going on. So what you're doing is you're putting on the happy face. You're just acting happy. Yeah, I'm really happy. But I feel like you're doing it probably for the money. It's a realization. Yeah, the shift is, the realization is I'm doing it for the money, but it's really exhausting me. It's super exhausting me. So I feel though it is something that you love. I'm just going to say it does feel like it is something that you love, something that you've always wanted to do. I just don't think that you anticipated that it would be so exhausting. And also I think that the Four of Cups here is telling me that nobody talks to you anymore. You no longer have connection with people. You're sort of in your office hanging out amongst your books. It feels like you don't really have the fire that you used to have when you were doing the other thing. So maybe you were on the floor and it feels like you were on the floor. I don't know why I'm looking at the inside of the, what is that? Oh, it's Wall Street. Like I've never seen Wall Street, but I'm looking at it right now. It feels like, well, maybe I have seen depictions of it in movies though. Oh yeah, that's what that is. That's that movie that Leonardo DiCaprio was in, where he was playing Wall Street. He was in Wall Street. Anyways, it feels like it's a really high pressure job is what it feels like, because that's the Emperor, right? It feels like it's a really high pressure job, if it's a job at all. And it feels like you're no longer on the floor where all the excitement was taking place, where everybody was taking risks and making money and making deals. Now you're up in the, in the cheap seats there or up in the offices, right? And I feel like you're watching everybody down below have their fun, and maybe you thought it was going to be something different. So it feels like it's a little bit of boredom as well. I've got Justice here. What are we going to look at here? You know what? We're going to look at the Fool. What is this thing that you always wanted? It's a job. That's what it is. I think for somebody here, I'm talking about a job. You worked super hard, got all this education. Maybe you have student debt. It feels like you worked really hard to get to this position. Yes, right? You are already on the throne, and I feel like you go from the King of Wands energy, you pursue the next thing, which I believe is the Emperor energy. And we have the Lovers here. It was a choice to do that. So it does feel like it is a job, is what it feels like. For most of you, it has to do with money, job, status, something you purchased, something you really wanted and you finally got, and now it doesn't seem like it was worth it. Tell me why the Six of Pentacles is here. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, we've got the High Priestess, and we've got the Eight of Wands. The Six of Pentacles is reciprocal energy, right? It is, we've got 5 pentacles on the wall though, and 1 in her hand. It feels like you're an executive who makes decisions about who gets raises and who doesn't. And it feels like this Knight of Pentacles tells me you're a person who has been chosen to do this because you're very analytical. You're a person who just does not miss a thing. You've got a really, really great eye for detail, but it also puts you in this place of being a perfectionist, and that can be really exhausting. You've got the High Priestess, but you work intuitively here. And the Eight of Wands tells me you do it quicker than anyone else. So it feels like there, with this Six of Pentacles, it does feel like you are somebody who is giving more to one and less to another, and that puts you in a place where people don't like you because now they're pointing fingers at you and say, how come I didn't get a big raise as that one? I worked harder than this person. It feels like it puts you in a place that is kind of complicated. Okay, look, it's confusion that you're dealing with here, confusion about how am I going to explain it? How am I going to say it in a way that's not harsh, a way that is, I have to clear the confusion. I have to cut through the confusion. So I feel like that's where we're going to leave it off here, but we're going to go into the extended. And if you'd like to be there, Virgo, please come there with us. If you are interested in the extension, please look in the pinned comment at the top of all the comments, and you will find there are 3 links. One for Hypsee. If you would like a private read, you can click on Hypsee and see all my pricing there. Also, I'm doing pre-recorded or live reads, and I'm having so much fun doing the live reads. I have one coming up with Amy tomorrow, and it is 5 to 75% off of those readings if you want to do live, but pre-recorded readings are also always available, and I do have one reading there that is available within 48 hours of the booking. So if you're interested in coming into the extension, you can go into the membership area. That's where all of the extensions are, or you can just purchase this one outright. All those links are in the pinned comment. So I'm going to go for now into the extension. If you end up being there, I'll see you there. And if not, I'll be back because I'm always back. You guys take care of yourselves. Love you, and I'm out. Bye-bye.